God bless.
Do you think Joffrey will like me? What if he thinks I'm ugly?
He ain't for you, baby Vic.
Stupidest prince that ever lived.
Exactly. If he think you ugly, Vic, he ain't it. Don't call no nigga that think you ugly handsome.
Hush now. Your father
Don't
hasn't
fall
even said
for a
yes.
nigga just off his
Why would he
appearance,
say
Vic.
no? He'd be the second most powerful man in the kingdoms.
You'd have to leave home. You'd have to leave me.
Listen to your father, Vic. I know men.
You left your home to come here.
I will save you a
And I'd
lot
be
of
queen
heartbreak, my
someday.
dear.
Please make father say yes.
I will
Please,
not say
please.
yes.
It's
I
the
will
only
say
thing
hell
I
the
ever
fuck no,
wanted.
Vic. I will demand that you leave this nigga. Demand it. I will not yoke you to a bitch ass nigga. Let's pause this, Vic. Your daddy will not yoke you to a bitch ass nigga. That is a B-A-N. That is a ban. I will yoke you to a capital B-A-N, which is a biblically anointed neighbor. I don't want to say nigga, but he could be a nigga too. Whatever. A man who will do whatever it takes to get you, Vic, that is your husband. A man who thinks you're ugly, we need to cut him out of our lives immediately. A man who tells you you're pretty, you're fine, you got a nice butt, you got big boobs, we're looking at him suspicious, Vic. And if that's all he keeps talking about is your physical features, we're cutting him off instantly too. The only man that we care to entertain, to even converse with, is a man that walks up to you like, what can I do for you? That's the first thing that we want to hear him say. What can I do for you to make your day better? How can I put a smile on your face? How can I serve you? Whatever you need, I got it. And if I don't got it, I'm going to get it because I want you. When he wants you, Vic, and not what's attached to you, not your boobies, not your booty, not your mouth, not your eyes, not your hair, because these things grow old and they fade. He needs to be in love with the you that is inside of you, Vic. He needs to be talking to you about marriage, Vic. He needs to be talking to you about a life together. And he needs to be able to provide it, Vic. We do not believe in 50-50, Vic. That is a worldly phenomenon that is fucking stupid, okay? That's what stupid people believe in. Stupid people believe in 50-50, Vic. But we believe in what Jesus believed in. And Jesus wrote the Bible, Vic. And the man is supposed to provide. The woman is supposed to protect what he provides. Meaning he provides the kid, you protect the kid, you raise the kid. Because he's supposed to give his life to protect you and the kid so that you and the kid can continue to exist. Fortunately, we live in a country where oftentimes your life is not in danger. But if it ever is, you need to know that he's willing to die for you. A man that's only interested in sex is not willing to die for you, Vic. He's willing to give you a kid and leave you with the kid so that you are alone and a single mother and less attractive to other men because that's not their kid. Women of this age are freaking stupid because they don't have a dad teaching them about men. They don't have a dad letting them know, hey, daughter, don't have sex because if you have sex, you're probably going to get pregnant. I'm not okaying you to have an abortion. I'm not letting you have an abortion. That's not an option, okay? That's not an option with your dad. That's one of my unforgivable sins, and your dad committed that sin. And I'm telling you to be better than me. We're not doing abortion. You were grown enough to lay down and make the kid. You're grown enough to deal with the kid. Because that kid didn't ask to be here. You're going to give him a fair shot at life like I gave you a fair shot at life. And if you don't, we got a problem, Vic. We got a problem. This is your dad's serious voice. That's why we paused this shit. Because I don't care what they talking about after this. That little girl didn't have any training on what it meant to be a woman. And as you're going to see watching this with me, her life is going to go to utter, complete hell and shit because she was obsessed with that little boy just because he was pretty. I don't give a fuck how pretty he is. Fuck his pretty ass. Tell him to get the fuck out your face, Vic. We ain't here for that shit. Is he going to pay your rent, Vic? Is he going to pay to get your nails done? Is he going to pay to take you on vacation? Is he going to pay for this and pay for that? Because if you have to pay for it yourself, if you have to go 50-50, what the hell is the point of the man? You could do that by yourself and find a man on vacation that's willing to pay for you to come back on vacation. We do not settle for half, Vic. We want the whole fucking thing. We want the wedding ring. He doesn't get the cookie until you get the ring. And I mean after the ring, not the proposal ring, the real ring. Okay? He needs to go to hell and back to get you, because that's what I got to do to get your mama, okay? I'm 5 years in to apologizing to your mama, and she still ain't came back, Vic. And guess what? We're going to keep apologizing to that beautiful chick, because that's what you do when you want your wife back, Vic. You don't move on and leave her a single baby mother. No, you keep apologizing until she's, dumb enough to give your not worthy but a try, give you another chance. Because I'm not worthy of your mother, Vic. I'm not worthy of your sister mother, Vic, because I found another soulmate. And that's the point. God will raise up for you a soulmate. And if that one don't work, he'll raise up another soulmate. And if that one don't work, he'll raise up another soulmate. God can raise up infinite soulmates. How do we know this, Dad? Read the Bible, Vic. The prophet Elijah was tired. It was either Elisha or Elijah. I believe it was Elijah, because I'm pretty sure it was the first incarnation. And he was tired, Vic. This is a man that called fire from the heavens. He has feats that no other man has, Vic. He's one of one. And he said, Lord, they have killed all your anointed. I am the only one left. And you know what God said back? God said, I have thousands who will serve me and have not bent the knee to Baal. Meaning, as special as you are, Elijah, you are a named character in the Bible with incredible feats that no one else has. I have 1,000 of you. They're just not mentioned in the Bible. Meaning, he has 1,000 soulmates for you, Vic. Don't settle for one of these ain't shits. Don't settle for one of these basic ass niggas. That's why I'm going to show you things, baby girl, that people can only dream of. We're going to live on vacation. We're going to vacation so much that you're going to ask, Dad, can I go back home? I'm going to say, yes, let's go back home and live our life there. That's what you do when you can do whatever you want. And if you keep yourself pure, Vic, you can have any man you want. And the purer you are, the more you dictate the contract that is signed. You got to have leverage, baby girl. If you come in with another nigga's kid talking to another nigga, you already starting off at a deficit. Because right now you are already asking me to take care of a responsibility that's not fucking mine. So I got to really find you fine. I got to really love you divine to be like, yeah, your kids are my kids. That takes a lot of love. And people just look at that shit like it's, you supposed to do that. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm supposed to find a virgin, marry her, and have kids. That's what the fuck I'm supposed to do. But I want you. I want my wife. And one of my wives came with no children. That's your mother, Vic. My other wife came with several children. And I love y'all equally, because I love both of them equally. Just in different ways, just in different ways. And you need to find you a man that loves you unconditionally like that. Whether you have a child, Vic, because if you have a child outside of marriage, I'm not going to judge you, Vic. I have two. And guess what? God still has a person for you. No matter what life you choose, Vic, even if you have an abortion, I'm still going to love you. Even if you have a kid outside of marriage, I'm still going to love you. Even if you never do anything I tell you to do, I'm still going to love you. But there are going to be consequences for your actions. Because if you have a child outside of marriage, Vic, your inheritance is cut in half at minimum. If you have an abortion, it might go to 0. Are you willing to risk $1 million for an abortion, Vic? Is that child's life worth $1 million to you? Because you already have an inheritance of at least $1 million. You know, 1 million for you, 1 million for your brother. Yeah. But I can easily take that away because it's my fucking money. I can give that shit to the poor, to the homeless, to Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I can change a random person's life with the money that you're supposed to inherit. And you can start from fucking scratch for all I care. Because you doing what I command you is how you get more inheritance. You doing what the fuck you want to do and living in this world and ensuring that you perish with the rest of these MFs so I can never see you again in the next life. That's going to piss me off, Vic. Because this life doesn't matter. It's about the next world. It's about where you meet Jesus and he says to you, well done, good and faithful servant. So that me, you, your husband, or maybe you're a woman that wants multiple husbands. That's cool too, Vic. That's kind of rare and a little odd, but they're odd people, you know. Maybe you're one of several wives, Vic. That's cool too. Because that means that the man is able to provide for all of you. Or you're a team of some sort, you know. Because that's what me and your two mothers are. You have to be comfortable with who you are, with what you want, and with where you want to be. And where you do not want to be is in a situation called 50-50. Because that situation means that he basically looks at you as a baby mama. Meaning you only good enough to help me do something, you know? You're not good enough to help me be my complete thing. No man is asking a woman to go 50-50, Vic. I was raised by a man who worked in a factory his whole life. And he raised 3 children, 2 of which were not his own. They came with the woman beforehand, Vic. And whether my mom worked or whether she didn't, Vic, every bill was taken care of. Every family trip was taken care of. This man broke his fucking back to raise 3 kids, 2 of which were not his own, because he loved that woman with a passion that you cannot explain logically, Vic. And he does anything my mom's heart desires, to a detriment to himself sometimes. But there's not a man I respect more walking this planet than the man that raised me. There's not a man I respect more. I almost changed my name to his name because of how much I respected him. But I just love my name too much. But I still claim it. We are Gandhis, Vic. That is a part of our tribe, the Gandhi tribe. It's my favorite set of grandparents. I spent the most time with them. Love them to death. They were the only grandparents that I had that were married when I knew them. The entire time I knew them. They were married before I even existed, Vic. That's what we're shooting for. We're not shooting for being a baby mom. We're not shooting for being a baby dad. We're not shooting for being just a spouse, for being just a wife. We want you to be the wife. We want you to have that special agape love. And you're not going to get that agape love by settling for just anybody, which is why you need to ask people questions. You need to listen to what they say, and you need to see if what they're saying matches your expectations of a partner, of a friend, of a colleague, of this, of that. Because you're not meant to do life with just anybody, Vic. You're not meant to do life with just anybody, Vic. You meant to do life with some special people. Because if I ignored all the horrors that came my way, if I ignored all the evil women that came my way, I would have been the perfect man for your mother when I met her. And then she would have never had to deal with my demons, with my trauma, with my unresolved feelings, with my childhood trauma, with the sexual demons I had from fucking other women that weren't your mom. She wouldn't have had to deal with any of that. I probably wouldn't have kept your mom because I'd probably been trash in the bed, you know what I'm saying? Which is why everything happens for a reason. But I found a second wife. And if neither one of them come back, I know I will find a third wife. Technically fourth, because the first wife I didn't even mention. That's your Aunt Alex. and she's one of my best friends. We just weren't compatible because she's not into other women. I'm into other women, and that's not compatible. That's a non-negotiable for both of us because she was not willing to share, and I was not willing to give up that thought, that belief, that desire, that want. So we just kept doing the relationship thing, hoping that one of the other two would cave eventually. I almost did, but I just couldn't do it. And I'm glad I didn't, because I'd have resented her, and that would have killed our relationship and our friendship. I'm happy that that ended, because then I found your mother, Vic. And then I found your other mother, Victoria Lynn Brooks, which is not even your name anymore, because we go by a completely different name. Baby girl, do not settle. Climb the mountain, Vic. Climb the mountain of God. Show God that you are faithful to him, that you believe in him, and that you will wait for him. That you will wait for him to send you the man of your dreams. Vic, I went to church at a place called GCC. It is not far from where you and your mother may still be. It is not far, Vic. And there are some powerful believers there. A lot of believers, mainly ladies is who I'm referring to, who told me that they would pray to God and that they made a list of everything they wanted their husband to be. And if the man didn't check every one of them boxes, they told him, shoo, flee, get away from me, because you're not my person. And guess what, Vic? God saw their faithfulness and brought the man that matched that list. And your dad had a vision long ago, Vic. Love telling people about this. I got two witnesses because they both listened to me rap in front of a fire, and the fire erupted like crazy behind me, almost burned all of us up because God was with us. I prophesied, Vic, about my wife, that woman right there. I prophesied, Vic, about my wife, and I painted her in my mind, and I listed everything that she would be, and it was divine. And in the back of my head, I'm like, this person don't exist. The most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life, with or without makeup, that's her. That's her without makeup. The most beautiful mind I'd ever seen. She's always smarter than me. She's humble. She's meek. She grew up like me. She understands my struggle. She's not perfect, but she is perfect. There's a lot of things that were on this list, Vic, and I will tell you every one of them because they are ingrained in my heart. And when I met her, I knew it was her from the moment I saw her. It is the first time in my life, technically the second, because I felt very, very similar about your mother, but I was still a child when I met your mother. I wasn't walking with Jesus. I was walking with Jesus for 3 straight years faithfully, even though I did not have the Holy Spirit, Vic. I was walking with Jesus faithfully, Vic, through all my sins, through all my transgressions, through all my shortcomings. I was walking with Jesus faithfully for 3 years. So I had 3 years to build myself into a better person for the wife I wanted to see. And God brought her to me in a land called Cincinnati. And I have never felt that way before. And truth be told, unless it's with your mama and her, I never want to feel that way again. I found the 2 people I want to die in my sin with. Tiffany Lynn and Malia, Vic. I'm going to get a picture of your mama, and we're going to put it right next to it. And I'm going to put another mirror right next to it, because I need both my wives right by my side. Right by my side, Vic. It's powerful when you walk with the Lord, baby girl. And I need you to always walk with the Lord. You are my oldest descendant. I need you to walk with the Lord. And I need you to make your siblings walk with the Lord. And then I need each of them to make you walk with the Lord. You have to be each other's support system, because it is hard to find other believers, Vic. There are very few. I have one relative that I know believes what I believe. One, Vic. One. That's not many. That's not many. There are a lot who claim to believe what I believe, and I just, nod and shake my head because I'm not about to argue with you. I know you don't. You just told me you don't. Because I believe your actions more than your words, Vic. Trust people's actions, Vic, more than their words, because people are excellent liars. Your dad doesn't lie. I don't have anything to lie about, Vic. I can't tell you the last lie I told. Whenever I lie, I correct it instantly, as soon as I know I'm lying. And if a day goes by and then I know I'm lying, I'll hit the person up and be like, hey, man, I didn't mean this. I misspoke, this, that, and the third, because I don't want to piss God off. Lying is not one of my sins that I'm like, God, I just need you to forgive me for this. I'm like, God, I'm going to do my absolute best to not tell a single lie. And I piss a lot of people off that way, Vic. But I got to speak my mind or not say anything. And if you keep asking me to respond, I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. If you don't want to hear it, I don't give a fuck. I don't need you in my life. I'm rich, bitch. I don't need you. I never did. Only thing I need is my wife and kids. I pray you hear this, Vic. And I pray it sticks. God bless you, baby girl.